All right, so it's been a little bit since I showcased any of my vintage J. Stevens 22 collection. So today I decided to bring out another one of the original pocket rifles. This is a Stevens Model 42. The Model 42 was produced between 1886 and 1916, and there were a first and second issue of these. The first issue ran for 10 years, 1886 till 1896, and the difference between the two is in 1896 to 1916 they changed the frame receiver material and the stock material from brass to steel. So that's what the difference is. Otherwise, they are basically identical. It was just simply changing to a cheaper metal, stronger, but cheaper to manufacture at the time. The original or first issue with the brass frame, there are 4,000 of them that were produced, it's believed, and the later steel version, there are or were supposedly about 8,000 of them believed to have been produced. This is an exceptional example of it. I honestly don't think it has ever been refinished or refurbished. I have taken the grips off and looked at the inside of it. If it would have been done more modern, more likely that someone would have chrome plated it. This is actually nickel plated throughout, and there are a lot of other tells on it, like the fact that the flathead screws in it don't have any marring from being removed. The only one that has any type of marks on it is the one on the tilting action, which is not uncommon because things loosen up and people crank on it to tighten it back up over the years. The other really nice thing about this particular example is, and I will pull this apart hopefully, and you're probably not going to be able to see it here, but the serial number on the wire frame of the stock, the serial number on the bottom of the receiver, and the serial number on the barrel are all numbers matching serial numbers, which in these things is not really all that common. People lost the stocks on these, or they disposed of them or destroyed them, or during World War II with the the war effort for metal, a lot of stuff was scrapped. It wasn't necessary because it really isn't a viable rifle option, quite frankly. But anyway, brought it out here today to put a few rounds through it and try to see if I can't shoot my 50-yard iron sight target with it. What else can I say about it? 10-inch barrel. They all came with a 10-inch barrel. Was only produced in 22 long rifle. Again, walnut stock, nickel plating. It could come with open sights. It was a special order thing, but otherwise they came from the factory with a hooded globe sight that has a very fine sight post on it, and it's really a neat thing. I'll do some close-ups of it to show people that as well. It's just not going to work in this lighting conditions. And then a kind of unique rear peep sight as well. But anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and sit on down at the bench here, see if I can't hit my 50-yard iron sight target a few times, and then pack it on up and head on home. All right, so we got the target up downrange, we got some CCI standard velocity out on the bench, and I got the multi-tool out because I already know that I am going to have extraction issues with modern ammunition. And it's not because there's a problem with the extractor works wonderfully on this. The issue is, it's kind of twofold, okay? This is 126, if this was the last one ever produced, it's 126 years old. And the 22 long rifle cartridge that Stevens invented, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, the 22 long rifle cartridge at that time was still corrosive. So there's going to be corrosion in these old, 120 plus year old handguns. The other issue is, if you've ever seen or have any old vintage 100-year-old rimfire ammunition, the case isn't brass, it's copper, okay? It's a softer metal, and it will extract after it's expanded much easier. So that's what the reason is. So that's why I got to do it. But anyway, we're not here to talk anymore about that. We're sitting at the bench because we need to shoot this bad boy. And like anytime, whenever I put my eyeballs up close to something that's over 100 years old, even though I know what the inside of this looks like. I still wear my safety glasses. And I am not a huge earplug person, but I've got one in this ear because this little 10-inch barrel, this thing makes a pop when it goes off. I have like 6-mile-an-hour winds out here right now, so I am holding left edge of the paper target. Help if I cocked it. I knew it had a a pretty rough trigger, but it shouldn't have been that rough. Yeah, that's every bit a 10-pound trigger pull. And I held off the target, and I'm at 9 o'clock in the 5 ring, so not as bad as I thought it would be. At least I'm on paper. And it is below 32 degrees out here still this morning, and that's not helping getting this to function properly as well. So I don't see it. So, no idea. Maybe the camera over here will pick up something and I'll have some idea where it went. Again, it's a little 10-inch barrel. You do gotta like half cock this when you load it, because you have to get the hammer off of the firing pin enough so it sets back so you can close the breech as well. No idea again. I should have put a bigger piece of paper up around it down there so I could tell. Okay, I see that. Low on the paper down at like 5 o'clock. All right. 5 o'clock just outside the 5 ring. Just half on the paper, half off out at about 1 or 2 o'clock, it looks like. So it's just spitting them all over the place. I knew 50 yards was going to be a stretch for this, but I figured, what the heck, you know. Never tried it before with this one. I've only shot this out to like 25 yards before. No idea. Well, I laid 10 out. We're going to shoot 10, and maybe I'll get lucky and get something in the orange here. See, all I had to do was talk a little smack. Got in the orange. 4 ring at about 4 o'clock, it looks like. Alright, wind is really blowing on me now. I'm going to hold off even more. Idea again. Last round. There we go, another 4. Alright, well, that's all there is for this. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's been a minute since I've shot this particular pocket rifle. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones. There were 6 that were ever produced. I'm chasing one that I'll probably never find, the old model pocket rifle, the first one ever produced. I've never even seen one come up for sale. I've seen parts of them. I've seen the pistol portion, but I've never seen a full pistol and the proper wire stock along with it. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that one. We were here to talk about the Model 42 reliable pocket rifle. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Make a comment down below. As always, I hope that you all have a great day and look forward to seeing you at the range.